Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am fabulous.
I'm so glad.
I haven't slept in 3 days. I mean, I have, but not.
Well, no wonder you're fabulous. You don't know any different.
Tell me some good news. I have good news. Hang on, I want to start. I don't normally do that, but I'm going to this time. I am officially out of Indeed jail. Ta-da!
Oh, good.
Wow, congratulations.
3 months to the day to get out. I started January 4th. I got out April 4th. And they didn't even tell me I was like officially, they just said your account's open again, but you're gonna post something, and then we're just gonna pull it down for 4 or 5 hours while we make sure that your post is okay. And then 5 minutes later, I had an agent in my, an email, a resume in my email. I was like, well, I guess that went through. I'm assuming I'm up there. I can't find me looking for me, but I don't care. I've got 2 resumes in now and we're just going to run with it. So, yay. So if you all want to do this and agent attraction is something that you're interested in doing, I officially know now it works. I have examples of the ad that Gary does, the ad that Dustin does, and the ad that I did, which they were all different because mine's for regular residential, Gary's is pure investor, and he's tweaked it since the Dustin one. He took Dustin's and based it off of that and then tweaked it for his own stuff. So, yay. Finally. Okay, let's hear some good news from all y'all.
Well, I went by my garage because she never got back to me by email. So I stopped back by and said, are you still serious? I didn't get anything. She said, yes. And then she told me, I got a description of what she wanted and found out, the name of the owners of the place that she's in. And she said that the owners didn't want to sell just that building. They had a bundle to sell. So she's supposed to sell me the owner's contact information for the bundle. And I'm going to see if I get that today. If not, I did get their name. So I think I can Google or look up the address and see if I can find who these people are. See what the bundle looks like, and then maybe I can help them sell it. Who knows?
Cool beans. Can you go through the tax records to find the stuff that they own?
I think so.
Yep. That's what I used to do all the time. I always was dinking around in the back end tax records to find people.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, congrats, Kate. Who knows how many deals we get out of this?
Well, I always get close and then it doesn't happen. But, I'm at least swinging the bat, as Gary said. I'm swinging the bat.
Yep. You keep on swinging and just keep on swinging. And then I'm changing. Well, never mind. We'll save that for another thing. All right. Let's hear some more good news.
Some more good news.
Oh, come on, you guys. I have half a cup of coffee in me, but no sleep.
I stopped at the house of the person who told me that they had the lot in South Carolina. And chatted for just a second because she hadn't got to me and I don't have her phone number. So she gave me her phone number, but she was in such a stressed state that I already lost it. But I have her phone number somewhere in La La Land because I jotted it down like I was going to call her. And getting in the car, I bumped it.
Oh, so you didn't hit send.
It went away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
all I know is that it's a lot. It's in some sort of park or something. And it must be fairly close to Myrtle.
I like Myrtle.
And that they haven't done anything to it. So I think it's wooded.
Okay, that's cool. Tom Z on the team, who you know well, Tom Z on the team can walk you through loggers and clearing stuff and some of the different things that they'll do in order to get money off the wood to help pay for the development of the lot.
Okay.
So don't be afraid of a wooded lot. Like, really don't be afraid of it. Some people are, and I'm like, don't be afraid. You can sell the wood. Many times you can sell the wood. So cool. Who else has got some good news? Bria, I know you're itching to tell me something.
I am. So I had an amazing conversation with Liz yesterday. that just carried me through the day and this morning. So I just wanted to reach out and say thank you, Liz, and how appreciative I am of all of you. That's my good news.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's awesome sauce. All right, Liz.
And the fact that I've only met one of you in person, and that would be Gina. But I feel connected to all of you.
Oh.
Okay.
And you know what? I can say the same thing back no, I've met two of y'all. I've met two. Hang on. Kathy, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. But I know I met Liz. I know I've met Liz and Bree. Okay. All right. All right. Who else has got some good news?
Well, that conversation with Brie was my good news too. And the fact that the sun is shining again beautifully here today is another win. So
That's right. You
all
guys had
good.
a crazy wind, didn't you?
Yeah.
We had, oh my gosh, I don't even know what was happening here Saturday. It blew out the power and everything else, and it wasn't, I don't know. But we're past it now. So I'm happy to be past it now. And yeah,
Nice.
good. And grateful for you all.
Right back at y'all. Cool beans.
Mhm.
Why is my thumb up? I did not put my thumb up, but hey, it's not a bad thing to do, but whatever. All right, Craig, what do you got?
So I talked to a friend of mine yesterday. He and his wife are GCs. He called me, connected me to another guy who is some type of financial guy. So I don't know if he says he does loans, commercial loans, residential. I don't know what all he does. I'm gonna have a conversation with him today, but talk to him about investing with them to do a project. They're looking at building some townhomes. So, they was like, if I could come up with the money to invest, and the numbers work, they want me to do the legwork. So we will do that. I also went to a webinar yesterday, the lifestyle mortgage, something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but it's through Omaha of Nebraska Mortgage or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty interesting. So, it's sort of like a reverse mortgage, but a little different. So it was pretty cool. And at the end, you take a little test and you can actually get a certification through. So I passed the test. And, that was actually through EXP. I don't know how I found them or they found me. I had no clue. But it was interesting.
That's cool. Very cool. There's a lot of good stuff through EXP.
Yeah, and actually, I was thinking about Kay. It may be something that she wants to look into for her seller, for the Branch Road.
You're muted, Kay. You're still muted, Kay. That's okay. We're gonna just talk for Kay. Kay says, thank you very much. She's super appreciative. There she goes.
I really do. Thank you very, very, very much. I'll see. I don't know if he can qualify for any kind of a mortgage. We'll see, but
Yeah, this is different. If they have cash or if they have assets, a lot of times they can qualify. And yeah, I just need to get you some information because I'll mess it all up. But it was definitely interesting.
send it to me. I'd be interested in it.
Okay.
Do you
I
remember
will.
what the interest rate was?
It's no interest rate. No, I'm sorry. No, I don't. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, let me clarify.
I'll take that. If
Dude,
I
I
have
was
no
about to
interest
jump on
rate,
that.
I'm in.
Yeah, so it's sort of, thank you. It's sort of like a reverse mortgage though. It's called a lifestyle loan. So, it's targeted toward people 62 and above. And they're able to take advantage of this mortgage so that they don't have any bills basically. They don't have to pay a mortgage, worry about paying a mortgage.
It's low competitive rates, no payment for 45 days. I'm looking at one program of a lifestyle loan. Monthly payment date, no collateral, quick funding. That's not, can't be right. That's like something for to talk about honeymoons. Well, maybe it is, but somehow not.
This company is the only only ones that do it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's Omaha, Nebraska, or something like that. They're actually an insurance company traditionally, but they have a mortgage division.
Mutual of Omaha, lifestyle home loan.
Yeah, there you go.
Feeling better. Here we go. All right. You were saying Omaha, Nebraska. In my head, the whole entire time I was like Mutual of Omaha. I'm sure that's Mutual of Omaha, but I wasn't positive.
Yeah.
The only reason I know that is because I'm old, and all y'all who watched Walt Disney when it was new on was followed by Mutual of Omaha, which was
Yeah. It was.
Wild Kingdom. You are not that old.
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh.
I
All right.
remember.
Yeah. Marlon Perkins, maybe? I almost said Marlon Brando, and then the little sidekick guy that did all the work. I don't remember his name, Tony or something. Who knows? What's the sidekick's guy's name, Greg? Oh, never mind. He doesn't know it. Ha. There's something my husband does not know. All right. Kim, good news.
Good morning.
Good morning, sunshine.
So an update on the renter. He chose a place.
Yay!
He chose a place, but the credit score requirements, which he told us that he had a 700 credit score.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he told the other agent that he had 700 credit score, but when he pulled his credit report, he had a 545.
All right. So lesson learned, darling, is
Okay.
So
Will they negotiate by, maybe doubling the deposit?
I did not ask that question. The agent that I asked, well, the one who referred him to me, she told me not to even reach out to the other agent because they put their requirements on the MLS.
No, you can
That's not-
always negotiate it. Always. You can always ask.
and
So you can either
always-
offer like 1.5 to start with of the deposit, and and if they say no, then maybe make half of it non-refundable.
Oh, okay.
Also, you can always talk to the agent on the other side.
Yeah.
Always talk to the agent. Nobody can tell you can't talk to an agent. In some states, you can even talk to the seller, even though you're not the agent. You can't circumvent the agent, and you can't go behind the sign trying to list their house with you instead of them. You can't do any of that. But in some states, you can actually, even though everybody will tell you can't, legally you still can in some states. So just
And you can also offer to prepay a couple of months.
Yep.
So prepay maybe 2 to 3 months. And that's what I've done, all of that for clients. I've prepaid 6 months, we've prepaid a year, we've increased the deposit, and we've gotten it. So, and especially if he has no evictions or anything like that. And maybe even a letter explaining, how he had the funds to pay, and whatever happened, whatever reason his credit score, maybe it was a rough year or whatever.
Medical, divorce, lifestyle, whatever, those kinds of.
COVID, job, whatever. Everybody's, coming out of COVID with some kind of story.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. And now he's really discouraged. He don't want to move forward. Well, he said he was going to take the weekend to think about it, but he's really considering staying where he is.
So.
Well-
Go ahead, Bree, and then I want to pitch in too. You go.
Yeah, I was going to say, of course he's discouraged. I was discouraged personally, but you're going to help guide him. Hold on, baby. You're the professional. You know more as far as the climate and what is and isn't acceptable. So he's basing it on what his limited, and of course it's normal. But say, hey, I understand. Affirm his feelings, and say, however, this is how I suggest we can proceed and give it another shot.
Love it. So, and that's exactly right. In real estate, the easy part is listing houses and helping your buyers get into houses. The hard part is managing the emotional journey. That's the hard part. That's where you really earn your money. And when the market is hot, 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 and buyers can't get into anything, which is kind of what your guy's dealing with right now, because it's the same emotional roller coaster on that side. It's keeping their heads in the game because they lose house after house after house after house. And it's keeping their heads in the game to go, the right one's out there. I'm going to keep on working with you and we're going to find it. And no just means not yet. And it means not this one or whatever. And you keep their head in the game. On the flip side, when the market sucks and no matter what you do to the house, it dang won't sell, it's keeping their heads in the game because it's another weekend that nobody came and looked at their house and they get really discouraged. So, and that's really where you make your money. It really is. Would you all
And
agree?
also, and affirming you're in it for the long game, say, hey, I know you thought your credit score is 700. It's a bit below. I have some resources that will make you more attractable, both in the rental market and in the home buying market. And then this is the plan I suggest we go along.
Yep.
And the other thing is, if they are in credit repair, sometimes that goes a long way. And I would also market research what rents are doing in the area that he likes, because rents all over the country are going up. And so if he goes in now, they might go up even more if he doesn't get in now. So you've got that as leverage as well.
Yep. You can also get them in for a rapid rescore if you've got anyone who can rapid rescore them. So sometimes you can turn that around in a few days, especially if he's got money and can pay something. And they can tell you exactly which ones to pay for that and then rerun the credit in a few days, or sometimes it takes a month tops.
Yeah.
Rerun the credit and then get that new score. And you can pop up with a rapid rescore a lot of points. And maybe you can't get him to 700, but he probably only needs like a 620, 640 or somewhere in that range.
Yeah,
Usually it's about a 670, right?
he did not pull his credit score. He actually just went to, when he screenshotted and sent it to me, I think he went to like one of his credit cards or something and screenshotted it.
Yep.
So I told him to pull his free credit report,
You taking your spot?
but he's getting kind of discouraged, So I just backed away for a little bit and just to see what he's gonna decide. But like I told him, we can keep moving forward. Everyone is not going to require a high credit score. We can keep looking.
Yep.
The 540 is not going to get them in on traditional routes.
Yeah, no, they're requesting at least a 670 or above on the ones that he's choosing. Like he wants a beach location,
Sure.
but he has to either have a good credit score or you're going to have to either pay that money for it.
Right.
Right. Yep. He does have options. It just means that you've got to look, not the traditional easy stuff. That's all that means. It just requires work. But really, it's going to be keeping his head in the game. And
and also I found that individual owners with no or small rental companies are more willing to negotiate, like Main Street Rentals, Progress, all those are very hard lined on the requirements. And your expertise is, especially the ones listed in MLS, more of those are individual, either agent represented or small rental company represented, and they're more willing to negotiate because their main thing is they just want somebody in that can pay. So if you can show a different way, they're just going by traditional criteria. If you can show a different way, I've gotten every single one of my credit challenge people into a place.
Yep. And
it's just and they've been discouraged.
Yep. So think of yourself also as like when the plane, and include people in right in the very beginning, build something in to be able to address this up front when it happens. So the market for getting a rental right now is really tight. The ride's gonna get bumpy. But just like when you're airplane and the ride's bumpy, the first thing you do is you do what? You look over to the flight attendant. Oh my God, I got the name right finally. You look over to the flight attendant and the flight attendant's calm, you're calm. Because you know they've been through it. Well, I'm your flight attendant. I've been through this. It gets bumpy. It's okay. We're gonna get you through it. And when you have some talk like that up front, when it gets bumpy, then you can just go, yep, little bumpy, come on. And when you're even keel, they will come down even keel. When they see that, when it's just like, well, yeah, this is another thing, another good phrase. This is normal. This is customary. This is usual. This is normal. We deal with this all the time. You do? We just keep moving forward. And it's just very calming to someone whose emotions are, I mean, because they do, people get really emotional over, buying a house. And I'm not an emotional person. And I cried when I lost a house one time in San Francisco. I cried. The first offer we put in, we lost. The second one we got. But I mean, I cried and I'm like, I'm an agent. What's wrong with me?
I love the flight attendant, Gina, so I'm stealing it.
Steal away.
Honestly, that's what he is. He's a flight attendant.
Oh my
Isn't that funny?
gosh, Kim. Use
Oh,
it.
that's funny.
Use
Flight
it.
attendant.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It is really funny. So that's great. So you know what it's like when the ride gets bumpy and you've been through it a million times. You know when to worry and when not to worry, right? Right. Well, this is not one of those times you worry. This is just a bumpy flight. Come on. You're back
Yeah,
in.
I asked him to write like a few short lines of a bio about himself so I can present it,
Uh-huh.
as well, but he did not do that either. I think it's just the fact that he wants what he wants, but he don't want to try to get what he wants. He just wants to give it to him, basically. Like, he
Yeah,
don't
he
want
just wants it
to
on a
put in
silver
the
platter,
effort.
and I'm sorry, but it's time to adult.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he had to
That's
do
why I
something
had
to
to
get
step-
that credit rating.
Yep.
yeah.
Exactly. It's time to adult.
And that's a huge difference.
Mhm,
Yes,
it really is.
It is. That's coming up on 200 points. That's crazy. So, all right. Has anybody else, Anna, we didn't hear from you, your good news, and PF, you came in really late, but Anna, can you talk today?
Good morning, everyone. Yes, love, I can. I just, the little one's still sleeping, so I was like trying to stay silent. My good news, possible. Okay, the best news is the one client that I couldn't stand working with. Fingers crossed, the buyer's signing today. Fingers crossed, we're closing. That is like the biggest relief of all closings that I've had, and this is like the smallest commission, but I can't wait for it to be done. I'm just, oh my God, I hated working with this woman. Oh, this is the one, Gina, that kept rejecting, got her 8 offers. She rejected every single one of them. She called me from the signing. She lives in Arizona. Yesterday, I was at a different closing. She calls me in the middle of it frantically, like 5 times. I got 5 missed calls from her. I call her back. Are you okay? Is everything okay? And she goes, why am I being charged $544? This woman is going to get 200 and something cash. Okay. She owns her house outright and she's nickeling and diming every single penny. And she's like, I thought you told me they're paying for title. I'm like, yes, they are. That is not a title fee. That is just a closing fee. Like, you have your signing fees, your escrow fees, all kinds of stuff that you have to share. And oh my God, I'm so glad. I will take a deep breath when that's done.
Yeah, and no referrals from that person.
Oh God, no. Oh God, no.
Yeah.
I will not request her for her to leave a review or anything. Like, please don't leave my life forever.
Yep, exactly. I don't want you. I don't want your crazy friends. I don't want their crazy friends. Like you, just, like go be. Yeah.
Yes.
Where did this
Yeah,
lead come
exactly.
from, Anna?
Oh my God, she was a referral from a broker in Dallas. It was her aunt. And so she called me up. She needed someone to list the home in San Antonio. I said, sure, I'd be happy to. It was great because she was not a primary resident. And I thought, okay, perfect. I'll just write this. And oh, it's been like a few months because she just kept rejecting one offer after another. I supervised the remodel of her entire place. The place was completely trashed by the tenants that left behind. And it's been a long journey with them, and I just can't wait to close the chapter altogether. I had allergies, like I had hyperventilation every time I saw this woman's name pop up on my phone. I was like, oh my God, what is it now? And I came so close to dropping her so many times, because how can you actually have like 8 decent, okay, 2 of them were lowballed, 6 decent offers, and just say no because they're asking you to pay for title. And all of the net sheet calculations pre-listing were a lot lower than what she got with any of the 6 of them, 6 of the 8 offers. And this woman was still, well, I need to get $298,000 for my house. I'm like, your house is not worth $298,000. It was like in the low 2s. Oh God. Sorry, guys.
Read, when it's done, close the chapter and burn the book.
I know. I can't wait to get there.
Awesome. I'm so glad. I'm really happy for you. I really am.
Thank you, my love.
You're welcome. PF, you want to close us out with something? Don't say you don't have anything. I know you do. Cough it up.
Okay, well, I want to say thank you to, I'm not sure if I should say the name, but one of you signed up with that Lyft. So thank you for that. My advice of what not to do, which is what I did, is to sign up for another one for at the same time, because then you're in a conflict for maximizing your bonuses. So just stick to one first until you collect all the bonuses in the beginning, and then go to another ride share or stuff like that, because sometimes and also accept all the rides, especially the short ones. When you see a ride that is only like $4, say yes, because I mean they're in and out of your car. And the more people you have, the quicker you get to a high rating. And that helps out a lot. So thank you so much. And I will share $100 when I receive my bonus with you for signing up. So thank you. So you'll get an extra $100 from me this time, because once you receive your bonuses. Thank you. So yay, thanks to you guys. I am going to be $400 richer.
Yay.
PF, if you'll send me directly those things, I'm looking, I can't promise. It's a half hour
Okay.
away for me to probably do anything. So, but I am looking.
Yeah, no. It's non-obligatory, but it's, it's
no,
kind of
no.
like when
I
I
get
saw the email, it was like, yay! I better tell them not to do what I did, which is I signed up for Lyft and Uber, and then I couldn't collect the bonuses in full, because they give you like 30 days and to complete everything, and then you get your big chunk of money. And I tried so hard. I worked so many hours at that time. It's not worth it. So just do one, collect your bonus, then do the other.
Do you have a preference between one or the other?
It depends on your area.
Nice.
In the Boston area, in the beginning, Uber was very big, and then Lyft, people switched over to Lyft. It depends on who's most popular, and also who's going to be giving you a better bonus for that week. I go for the bonuses because I hate sitting in my car, idling or waiting for someone. So if I'm not, I want to be in and out of my car in like 2 or 3 hours.
Right.
And make at least $80.
Love it.
Yeah, but yeah, so it depends on the area.
Great one to close out on. I got to run. It's my accountability buddy call, my Wednesday accountability buddy call. Guys, adore you all. Have amazing days. Kay, I want you to come up with some new self-talk because the self-talk that is, I get them right to the end and then they don't close. That's not serving you. So think about some new self-talk around that. And I'm saying that out of love because I realized that I was saying everything is so hard. I have to push everybody so hard. And I realized that the only common denominator was me. And I'm like, oh, well, that's not working for me. So just think about that in the back of your head. Congratulations, everybody. Anna, prayers to a fast closing for your problem child.
Yay.
Yes.
Kimberly,
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
honey, and this
Thank
is
you. Love you.
so welcome. This has been one of the best lessons that you'll, yeah, this will be a good one.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
Lord.
Well,
Thank you all.
thanks, everyone.
Bye,
Have a
y'all.
wonderful day.
Thank you, guys. Have a blessed day.
You as well. Bye-bye.